everybody, my name is Kat. I'm the artist behind Kat and Fine Art. Thank you for joining me on this first sketchbook session. Yay! I'm so excited. I hope you guys enjoy seeing my process and how I like to get all of my ideas, or whenever I'm having a stressful day, or it's kind of my art or my visual journal per se. I do have a regular journal, but this one's just another one for my brain. So I figured with these sessions, besides, for you, or if you prefer the visual pleasure, we also talk about other things going on. I did mention in my previous video that this year is the last year I will be joining in on the Inktober challenge. Now, I do know the whole thing with Jake Parker and such, but I didn't join the Inktober challenge for that. I joined it as a personal goal and to kind of keep the my creativity going. Sometimes when I get overcome by all my stresses and stuff outside of art, I need something to kind of get me back into it. So like abstract work or even line work is kind of my deal. Dreamscapes are like a big way for me to get back into it, because I have a lot of weird dreams, or beautiful places in my dreams as well. So I like to get them down on paper, just because I like to actually see them. Maybe that's another reason why I have so many of these dreams, but who knows. So with Inktober this year, I learned a lot, especially after all this going on in the world, and such. I do know for sure that I've always liked working on a toned background, but I actually learned that I enjoy working from a dark background a little more. I guess because I do kind of like light. I do like the mental note of kind of appearing in some way, which is part of my whole message in art, which is personal identity, or seeing the greatness in things. So I noticed that I want to explore working from a very dark background more, to kind of bring out the image to be more vivid, if that makes sense. So that's one thing I learned. Another thing is I need to work on my lines. Like, I lost that touch and I really need to practice on it. So that was a fun thing to learn from that challenge. And then lastly, I know this is so sad to say because I'm not the type of person, but I didn't think I can actually do it. I didn't think I can create 31 pieces and record 31 pieces and have them up. So it was a fun way to kind of teach myself that with extreme commitment and a promise to myself, I can do it. And I really want to kind of promote that feeling into other people. So I thought that was a nice surprise that I got from this challenge. So that's why I do Inktober, because of all the things I can learn from it. And next year, I might just do like the I also enjoy the watercolor challenges in July, but I think in terms of it being Inktober based, I don't think I'm going to do anymore. However, I am going to try to do the 100 painting challenge in 3 days. Just for me, again, to get my mind out, to overcome artist block. So, let me know if you guys want to see that, because that will be interesting to try and record, but I think it's helpful for some people, at least for me. I always look to see how people overcome certain struggles. So let me know if you would like to see that. That'd be cool. So with this sketchbook session, I missed color so much after Inktober. So I needed to just put color everywhere. I needed all of my plant life and such, and all types of colors that you wouldn't normally see, just on the landscape and whatnot. So that's kind of what I did, and I used a lot of the Amethyst color from Daniel Smith, which if you haven't tried, you should really give a shot. It had like the sparkles in it, so it's so pretty. I'm not being biased because I am a February baby, but it is such a pretty watercolor, and it's not an overpowering shimmer, which is really nice. So you can kind of work with it in subtle ways. So I would give it a shot if you can. I do know that Dr. Otakano has like little dot cards, or Daniel Smith themselves have the dot cards. So it's totally up to you. You can get the tube or the dot cards. Just give it a shot if you can. But yes, I needed to have lots of color, which is kind of where my chaos goes in with my sketchbook. In my sketchbook, I don't worry about too much about accuracy. I kind of like it to be a place I just mentally release any type of stress. Like anything I dream of, anything makes me happy, anything like that. I like to just put it down in my sketchbook, and then I'll go back to it later on and adjust things and make it more accurate. And maybe I'll turn it into another painting. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll go back and look at it as if it's a photo album. Like, oh, I remember when I went through that. Yeah, I need to do that again type of deal. So that's kind of what I do when it comes to my sketchbooks. I do have a lot of them. I kind of threw them out. I know I shouldn't do that, especially since I've been doing this so long. But I ran out of room. So I have a small apartment with my husband and 2 cats. So there's not that much space to be keeping things, unfortunately. But it's cool to see, for the ones that I did keep, the progression that I've made, especially in doing these types of sketches, that they kind of keep you loose and keep your art flowing in a sort of way. So if you have any questions of the materials or anything, just let me know. I'll put some in the descriptions, but in the description section. But if there's anything specific that you want to know, just leave a comment down there and I'll answer for you. I do read all the comments. Not that I have that many, I just started, but I do read them, and I fully appreciate everybody. So thank you so much. So I'm going to put some relaxing music on. Hope you enjoy this and relax and enjoy some quality time with yourself. Grab a cup of tea, coffee, whatever you're fancy there. Put it in a nice fancy cup if you want. I know I drink my coffee that way in the morning. I have a fancy little teacup. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy it.